Okay, I'm ready now. Hey everybody, we got a matchup tonight in the ALTTPR League Season 5. Grouchy Old Men versus Smells Like Troll Seed. We got Slowpoke from Grouchy Old Men and NiobiumNarwhal from Troll Seed. In the booth today, I got Deep Fried 87, and tracking for us today is Sorcerer Finch. Hey Deep Fried, how you doing?
I'm feeling extra crispy tonight. How about yourself?
That's an interesting way to put it. Yeah, I am also crispy. Then we'll say that.
Should be a good one here. Casual boots seed. We get the boots to start. We get a sword to start. The question we have here is, what are we else going to need in between everything?
Right. Yeah. What is it going to be one of those fancy cast boot seeds that is very jetty, or are we going to get a slog where we're looking for ice rod for a very long time? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it's it's a very basic mode. Like Fried said, we start with the sword, start with boots. We do have to go through the standard open, so we're gonna rescue Zelda, and then the seed will open up, and we'll see how this one looks.
And looks like we are off. Oh, today we will have bad luck, according to the uncle. Does that mean we're going to end up with a slog?
Well, okay, bad luck for the runners might be different than bad luck for the viewers. So, see, you're starting with a glove in the Link's house, so that's that's already one thing that we don't have to worry about.
Very true, but I still don't think we can. I don't think a glove allows us to sequence break any of the other stuff. There's guards and everything behind the stopping us from doing that. And Uncle just has lunch money.
Well, he wants to make sure that we're getting our essential vitamins and minerals. Oh, and a flute. Whoo, boy.
Oh boy, front-loaded seed. Let's see how that's going
to go. Right. That's definitely leading more into the. If it seems like it's going to be a jet, it won't be. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. And yeah, coming into this match, it looks like Grouchy Old Men have got 6 points. Troll Seed is still looking for their first win, so we'll see if Narwhal can pull it out for them today.
Yes, indeed. Week 3 would be nice to get everybody on the board with at least one win. It's never fun to go completely defeated. So let's see.
Well, that's true. Yeah, let's hope we can get something out of it. It is, as we said, standard start. So we are looking at having to watch this escape sequence that we've all done so many times. But what are you looking for in tonight's Seed Fried? Anything exciting that you want to see?
I don't want to see an ice run. I've seen too many of them recently. I'd rather see something. I'd rather look for a medallion hunt to get into the ice dungeon. That's what I want to see.
Hey, that's something to change it up.
And Slowpoke going with the one pot strat here. As is Narwhal. Oh, nope. Took a hit, gonna go get that extra heart. Rather be safe rather than sorry here. Don't want to have to go do the escape twice.
Right, that is definitely something you can't make a lot of time on the escape, but you can lose a lot if you die. So.
But Flute and Glove early leads can definitely lead to some early divergence. May have somebody wanting to go somewhere, maybe jump up the mountain early. We might see a mirror or something along those lines, or maybe a hook shot. So I love seeing some stuff that can point our runners into different directions right off the bat to get some early divergence.
Right, that's going to be the best way we actually, get to see some routing choices and figure out, who makes the right call, going where, and if it's going to be worth it to make any gambles. All right, Slowpoke's gonna give us our dark cross check here. Blue bottle, blue goo potion.
Convenient to pick up early. You get to check the sick kid. Plus, everyone likes a blue goo right off the bat. It's a free safety.
And here's the all-important 3 checks in the back of escape. Let's see if get any. Oh, yep. Okay. So, Master Sword already. Ooh, man, that we're a couple items away, but that Master Sword early always makes me nervous that we're going to get to see an early Aga play. So we'll see. And I've noticed that Kaz Boots definitely tends to funnel people that way more often than not.
Yeah, you got yourself an extra sword right off the bat, so all you need is a sword and a lamp. You only need 2 items to put it in logic. Cape and lamp. We already have the extra sword, but I'm sure our runners are happy to get the extra firepower right off the bat.
Right. With the early glove, you're thinking maybe I'm going to get Dark World access pretty early, and having to slog through the Dark World with the fighter sword is just no fun. So.
It is more interesting than what Week 5 here will be on the ALTTPR Open League, which would be slogging through the Dark World with no swords.
Yeah, yep, that is true. All right, looks like we got all crystals in the light world.
Yep, so
but no
all
red
blue.
ones.
Yep, all blue. Ooh, bombs from our bush crab. The welcome sight. Runners won't be hurting for bombs going into Kakariko and don't need to make a pit stop to buy it.
This lumberjack lab check, just rupees. I was gonna say that might also, if it was something good, it might give us a more of a drive towards Aga, but just $5, so not even worth it.
And our tracker asking, who do we think touches the mountain first? I'm gonna guess Slowpoke's gonna hit up the mountain first. Gonna go and see his brother before Narwhal gets up there.
I think that's a good call too. I think more than likely we're gonna see that the split there. Probably Narwhal heading. They'll probably head their way to South Shore instead. I would gather. But with those bombs from the bush crab and everything, we got a full Kakariko. We can clear it We got, the bottle for Sick Kid. We got the flute we can activate. See if any of these dense checks has anything for us. Blue mail, red mail. Oh boy.
Oh wow. That's, on 3 hearts, it's welcome to see a nail upgrade or 2. I want to see the mirror soon because red mail does make death working a little bit inconvenient.
Yeah, even with 3 hearts. Oh, and there's the mitt. Okay, so we are looking for Pearl. I mean, for Dark World. We got access. We just can't really do much. Bombos.
Yes.
All right. This is a heavily front-loaded seed, so it's going to be interesting to see where it all goes.
Yep, so Aga 1 here on life support. Unless Pearl is on the Pyramid Ledge, or if Hammer is inside the Pyramid Fairy, we will not be needing to see Aga 1 today.
Yep. Look like we're getting a almost simultaneous flute activation. Slowpoke's just a tad ahead. Couple seconds.
Yes, indeed. Everybody standing up for the Hylian national anthem there for a moment. And we're no longer on 3 hearts. We got Sick Kid is our Valentine.
And there's our bow in the tavern. So, okay, we are looking for. We're looking for Lantern to make Eastern and back at Eastern and Logic. They could probably go do it right now if they want. But here we're getting through the rest of CAC, and I think we're going to see if we're going to get a divergence point from these two after this.
Yeah, at this point I've got bow. It's a clearable crystal. I'm going to check. Ooh, 300 on there. Ooh, not to pick up the 300.
That is interesting. That's an interesting call. But I think he says Eastern.
It's an interesting call to go into Eastern before hitting Saha's Closet. If you do find Lamp or Fire Rod even, just makes the back just a little bit smoother. And Narwhal grabbing that 300, gonna have some. And as you predicted, South Short is the play for Narwhal.
Easy big key for Eastern right in the first check. There's a book which gives us desert access. So that's 2 of our crystals. We don't have a fire source yet. We got to find the fire source to be able to get back to Landmo.
And we have Red Meringue over there in the right side of Eastern. Useful, find out what the stun prize is. Stun prize is full magic. Super convenient stun prize.
Oh boy, yeah, that's a good one. And we got both ranks. All right, blue and red ranks.
All right, Hawk. If you have both ranks, which one are you from?
I sit on red. red is the superior rang. Only blue I use for GT, some of the crystal shots. So
I tend to agree with you on that statement. I prefer the red rang. Everything except for about 2 rooms in GT. And did we see all 3 items already? Because looks like Slowpoke here just going straight to the back.
I believe, yeah, I believe we did.
So we have a quote-unquote God Eastern.
Well, it looks like South Shore didn't really pay off for Narwhal. Mostly junk and mini Moldarm and just some rupees and Ice Rod. Let's see. Oh, they are going to fake Flipper here. Do some water walking to get to... I would say with the money, you're going to go check Zora. But maybe they'll do Hobo first. And then
without having a Moon Pearl, you should go and check the cave first, because without having that, you can't get... And they are going to be going to the Zora area before Hobo. Makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Oh, Slowpoke doing a different fast Armos strat. Oh, and they messed it. That's all right. Just a couple extra pokes for those knights.
So it was only a mostly quick Armos kill. $20 on the green 20 on the ledge. That's where our boots were.
Oh, good. They caught themselves.
Taking the chance at not soft lock and getting back onto dry land. And what does the scam fish have for us today?
The biggest scam. Oh, and there's your hammer. And your red cane. Oh my goodness, Saha. What are you doing, guy? You got all those goodies in your closet.
Now we're going to be trading off Narwhal heading up to the eastern area while Slowpoke taking care of South Shore here, so we're just trading off. So that question then that leads, where is our Moon Pearl? Is it going to be stuck in desert somewhere? Is it going to be at King's Tomb? Or is it going to be up the mountain?
Yeah. Desert on the Torch, maybe?
I'm going to call it in King's Tomb. You're saying on the Torch. I like them both.
You know, it's one of those things. You think in a Kazboot Seed, you're just looking... My brain at least goes, hey, it's probably somewhere that's boots locked.
That's a good point. Sorcerer Finch, our tracker, saying, thinking it's going to be in a Genus cave. Also a possibility.
Yeah, that's definitely one that some people, will put off. So we'll see if either of our runners, how quickly they get to the desert area to get to that. I guess that does save you a couple seconds, huh? Leaving Mini Moldorm fluting to the 8th position. I don't know.
Yeah. About 3-4 seconds.
I was gonna say I don't know how many seconds exactly when you had the boots already, but
it's one of those. It's close, but a couple seconds here and a couple seconds there will add up over time.
all right, and Slowpoke doing the same, checking the island and then heading up to Zora's area. Oh, I guess I didn't notice Narwhal grabbing the mushroom out of the waterfall fairy. So wondering if Slowpoke will check that before, after they're done here with Zora, or if they'll. I mean, I guess it's an easy flute, so you don't need to do it right away.
It's also not in the logic yet until we get the flippers, so might not hold quite the progression we're looking for.
True. Yeah, you're probably not looking for, you're not going to expect to find your pearl there, unless by some chance Flippers is somewhere.
And Narwhal getting the Igor in the dark. Opting to pop that blue goo. Don't want to take a death there early. And our grouchy old man does indeed check the check the mushroom.
Ouch.
And it was indeed our it was bombs is what it was. He decides to save Scum.
All right. After that death, Narwhal took in Eastern. They're going to head out to the desert area. Check Agina's cave here. And then, looks like your King's Tomb bet was off. Let's see if our tracker was correct here.
Yes, indeed. And it seems both of our bets of Slowpoke being the first one up the mountain have come true.
Okay, both arrows in both King's Tomb and Agina's cave. So I'm thinking Narwhal. They're here in desert. They're gonna probably head to just in with the book, I would think.
I would tend to agree with that. And if you're saying arrows in King's Tomb, arrows in Agina, I wonder where they're pointing. That's a sight to be seen. Double old men.
Yeah, Slowpoke's old man is a little bit more fashionable. Got his nice purple robe on. Oh, there's the pearl sitting in Speck Rock. So it was up on the mountain all along.
And that's going to open up pretty much all of the world to us now, as we have everything except the one side of Death Mountain. We have no hammer, no mirror, or no hook shot to get over. Green Pendant Swamp, pendants in Thieves Town and Turtle Rock, so maybe no ice rock requirement for this seed.
Right, and red crystals in Skull and Mire. So we are going to need a fire source for ice, and we're going to need a medallion for Mire. Wonder which one it is.
We do have Bombos already, so we can out of logic get it there. No flippers yet. Ooh, lamp and hype, nice.
What an interesting seed. Yeah, with that lamp now, that's our fire source. So now we got at least opens up clears desert. See, looks like with the mitts, Slowpoke's making an easy path doing the south dark world checks into Village of Outcasts.
Yes, indeed. Narwhal looks a little lost here for a moment, trying to figure out where they want to go.
Ooh boy, we're gonna fake powder to do magic bat. Interesting.
Well, not going to be our Moon Pearl. We know where it's at. It couldn't be pathologic, so we wouldn't have found it there, but might find something of use. There we go. What's the bat going to give us today?
Nothing. That check could have paid off if it had been something, maybe a fire rod or something else. I do believe we're gonna see. Looks like Slowpoke's gonna clear most of VOO.
Narwhal not remembering that we got the mushroom out of logic. This cannot be the move for what we know already from Slowpoke's side that this is gonna be 3 bombs.
Little frustration swipes from their sword there. And they're making their way to the mountain. So here we'll get our Moon Pearl, and then they'll be back on track. Slowpoke does have a 1 crystal advantage. Narwhal took a death in Eastern trying to get to the back, but hopefully they'll get their lamp after doing the after getting the Moon Pearl. So.
And with having the hammer already, would be a convenient route to go straight up to pod and clear pod and finish off. We don't have a mirror to make that a double hit. Take that back.
I mean, unless mirrors in pod.
Ooh, Dead Rock's not playing nice. Oh, good. Gets around the cabbages. And I blinked over there. Did we see what was on the Smith?
Just 20 rupees, so nothing, no progression. Okay, yep. So, doing some follow-up on Slowpoke's side, Narwhal already dipped Desert. However, Slowpoke does have the ability to finish it, what with their lamp when they went into it, so makes it a little bit of a quicker route. It looks like Narwhal is going to head, taking the smart path and heading into Dark World just south of Link's house to go to Hype Cave.
Hype Cave rarely living up to its name anymore. Finding that lamp's going to be very useful. I'll take this out. Thought for a moment they were headed to.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting choice for another, divergent path.
5 hearts red mail just might not help still with the helmet fight.
Right.
Get a little bit healthier, maybe get a different sword.
And it's just, the the path from, hype through VOO when you got the mitts, it's just a very clean path, so I think it's more tempting. I do think Pod probably would have been the more aggressive play.
Was the ABCD of a Link to the Past. Please be clearing crystal dungeons.
That's true. I was gonna say, you're in these runners' shoes. Is that what you're doing? You're heading to Pod.
100% going to Pod, especially with the lamp. It's full clearable. It's 6 items. It's crystal. If I'm in Narwhal shoes and I gotta get back to Eastern, I've got Flute. It's going to be quick enough. With Pendant Thieves Town, if it was Crystal, I might be coming up this way, but Pendant Thieves Town, I'm not checking.
Slowpoke trying some Hammer Landmo strats.
Hammer doing as much damage as the Master Sword spins. Definitely the fastest way to get a bunch of damage on just a very tiny hitbox. And that is the second crystal on the board for Slowpoke. Question is, do we see Narwhal dip into Thieves Town? Do you check the front 4 as Overworld? Do you keep going further? Or do we go up and check front of Skull Woods? Where are we headed for here?
Right. They also chose not to grab the Smith during this path, so maybe that'll save them a little bit of time. Just that one check. Looks like they are not going to dip Thieves Town, so. And Slowpoke's taking your advice there, Fried. He's heading to Pod. In chat saying that, Narwhal does need to make up some time. They could, not running the Smith check, as long as they don't end up getting caught looking for for an item of some kind. It does look like they are heading to Pod now. Unless they're going to check overworld stuff. We'll see. Nope, good. Heading to Pod.
Interesting choice taking the 4 portal as opposed to fluting to 5.
Right, yeah, it's just a tad slower. Sometimes sometimes maybe you just forget you got that flute.
Nah, totally been there. It happens. Especially after taking a Death in Eastern, feeling just a little bit of, maybe just a little bit of tilt, feeling a little pressure. Can definitely get to you. With no mirror, we do have to do pod the long way.
Right. Looks like Narwhal taking the single key to go up. Big key sitting in the arena ledge chest there.
And with that big key on the Bowlock side, Slowpoke just gonna say, "I'm gonna go beat Helma first."
Ooh, but they might have wished they had that third sword there, make the fight a little bit quicker. But yeah, not going to add or save too much time. But it is nice to have that tempered sword.
Yes, indeed. Makes Helma a lot quicker on the, well, not necessarily a lot, but 4 slashes as opposed to 8. It's a little bit safer when you've got, you're on red mail, but you've only got 6 on it. So, just the pattern sometimes can be not the nicest.
Pulls up just short of trying that DoorDash.
DoorDash? I don't have anything for delivery.
Getting some turtle soup here from Helma.
That was snappy. It does look like Narwhal is going to the back first.
Yep, just gonna clear pod the way the game developers intended it.
Well, almost.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure they didn't have this on their list. Giving up on the hammer yump, just saying, you know what? It's all right. I got a key. I'll find another one back here.
Yeah, the tile bridge closing just a little too fast. Didn't quite get the pixel set up in time, but all gonna work out.
Narwhal taking
not playing nice.
No, but you got to think taking some damage, is a good idea if you're going to death warp out of here after getting this big chest. But they did miss the other side, so maybe they're going to have to make it through. Yep. Didn't think about that one when I was saying it, so.
Nope, taking the death.
All right. Slowpoke giving us our first look at these rupee basement chests. Just money and a heart, so.
And if my key count is correct, that means we will have a key on plus Elway to be able to get back.
All right, we're going to get our first look at Mire area here over on Slowpoke's side. And it looks like Bombos is the medallion, so sorry, Fried, we're not getting your medallion hunt. It looks like, unless we need to go pendant TR.
Oh, that would be a trip. Something in pendant TR for wow, that would yeah.
Hook shot pendant TR to beat Swamp. Let's see, what else could be terrible.
Well, Swamp is our green pendant, so would be.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh my goodness.
Get across the Moldorm gap. I don't know if either of our runners know the Moldorm bounce hover. I don't believe Narwhal can hover, but I don't know if they have learned the Moldorm bounce yet.
I mean, I haven't, so I just say, you know what? If I can't find the hook shot, then the game doesn't want me to win.
That is fair enough. I am in the process of learning to hover myself, but it is a long and arduous process.
I bet. Getting some blisters on your fingers.
Nah, just I don't do it for long enough for that to take place, so I only get a little bit of practice in each time I do it.
There you go.
And Helma is down. First crystal on the board for Null.
Lumaga jumping into chat saying that they don't believe that Slowpoke can bounce or hover either. So I think we'll be looking for that hook shot then in this seed. Hey, unless you want to learn on the fly, right? Isn't that what you do?
That's that's a good trick to learn. One of those two, they're two of the hardest tricks in the game. Learning that on the fly, I'd be thoroughly impressed. You deserve the W. You can pull that off.
Our tracker Finch saying that it's just going to be in one of the pre-Moldorm tree chests. There you go. Last possible location. And maybe they will surprise you, Lumaga. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. We just got on that tangent because I mentioned it out of forgetting that Swamp was a green pendant. We still got quite a few things to find before the seed's gonna finish out.
Yes, indeed. And Cape is one of those things we have just found over on Narwhal's side on the pyramid ledge. I don't believe there was anything on bumper ledge, but
it was rupees.
That does make your the Ganon fight a little safer, and it does make it that if God forbid we need to do tile rune, while it's not logically required.
Are we sure? Are we sure it's not logically required?
It's not logically required, but
there are some in this community who would think otherwise.
It does make it a lot simpler.
Our tracker's saying that it does put Spike Cave in logic.
This is true. Our first invulnerability item.
Man, both fish with just 20 rupees tonight. It's like they conspired on that one. All right.
Not the easiest fight going on over on Slowpoke's side.
No, you just, Viddy's one of those bosses that can sneak up on you with how much heart damage those eyeballs and lightnings do.
Yeah, even on red mail. Lightning and the eyeballs, each doing 2 hearts of damage. But it does get through it with the blue goo. And 8 shots later, the big eye is
Some in my chat, some of the runs I've done recently have pointed out that the game developers for this game love eyeballs in this game.
You're absolutely correct. Between Cold Stare, Vitreous, Igors, those little statues we're seeing on Narwhal's side, yeah, the eyes have it.
Ouch. Oh, man.
I mean, even the pots, if you look at them, kind of look like little eyeballs.
I mean, I guess. I guess if you look at them in a very odd way. Slowpoke grabbing a potion refill on that after you had to take it fighting Viddy.
Okay, yeah, the pots was a bit of a stretch.
All right, we are about just over 45 minutes in. Looks like Slowpoke is going to give us a dip into Skull Woods. It's always very likely you're going to find a progression item in the front of Skull.
Yeah, there was actually it was Structural Mike in the community did I don't know if study analysis is probably the best word for it, that it is disproportionately likely for Skull Woods to have.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, and it's it's one of those things where you wonder if there's something weird in the logic that's just doing it, or is it just a matter of just what is it, recency bias, or observant bias, when we're all seeing it, but statistically I guess that's an interesting stat.
Narwhal cleaning up Easter and getting the second crystal on the board. So let's see, what else do we have to find? Like we got all of that progression super early, and now it's been
right.
There's Fire Rod, French Vanilla in the front of Skull Woods. That will be our Skull Woods clearable. So what do we need left?
I mean, you can fake Flipper to ice, but to put it actually in logic, you're going to need flippers. So technically we need that. If I'm not mistaken, we're still looking for a mirror to even get to Hera.
So it would be mirror or a hook shot, because
right,
we can
that's
take
true.
a
Yep.
long way around. So if we find hook and flippers, and technically we don't even need to find flippers. If we find hook shot at this point, all of our runners can finish this seed.
Narwhal deciding not to go into mire after checking the mire area.
Gonna load up on a potion first. Don't blame me.
Yep, probably a smart move.
So at this point, the main question is, where is our hook shot? Get your predictions in chat, where we think we're going to end up needing to go and find that hook shot. Because that will be pretty much go mode for Slowpoke and then Narwhal after they get to the front of Skull Woods.
Slowpoke taking down Moth. That gives them their 5th crystal. So they are a fair bit ahead. 10 minutes per dungeon pace for Slowpoke coming from our tracker there.
Here comes the fake flipper into ice. You know, I like the play. Hook. We've got Canis Samarius. That means
we can avoid needing the hook shot to get through ice. Correct.
And Hook could just be here.
Right. I mean, that's why that idiom is to try to clear those crystal dungeons if you can, because a lot of times that progression is just going to be within them. All right, quick little pen gated room for Slowpoke. We'll go hit the switch, head back, hit the other switch, come back, get some icebreaker.
Definitely an interesting choice to hit the switch here. Typically, if you're going to be full clearing ice, you don't need to hit the switch. But I guess being one from go, if you find it, you just want to be able to leave. I can dig it.
There we go. Get the icebreaker. Big key in the vanilla chest. I don't think we've seen an item in ice yet, though. There we go. Just some arrows.
And with 2 keys, choosing to do the take the fall and go to Ice Tea first.
Yeah, I think with the 2 keys, I think that's the efficient choice, so. And there's just a stick of butter in it. That's not going to be helpful. It's just going to melt every time they try to swing it.
I know, that's just so inconvenient.
that does that does give them man, they are kitted out for this. Red mail, butter sword.
And doing a
One would
good
only
job
hope.
remembering that we don't have hookshot half the floor.
Yep.
Goodness knows I've been guilty of that mistake.
That has that lost me a race just like a month ago, forgetting that I had to bomb it. I just ended up saying, you know what, I'm gonna have to abandon this check, come back later, and sure enough, that's where the medallion I needed to get into Meyer was. So
Yeah, we've been there.
that is the good thing about this community, is that I think every bad thing that could happen to a runner has happened to at least all of us at some point.
How you learn. Narwhal pulling out that cape, slashing the heck out of Itty. And there we go. Much safer fight having that cape as opposed to
Right, save that potion that they picked up.
they popped that potion in the hallway with one.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I wasn't paying. I was looking at Slowpoke's side.
Yep, they took the safety there to be able to make sure they could get to Biddy, which is that's the whole point of getting.
All right, I think Slowpoke, if I'm reading this right, thinking he's doing Pyramid Fairy and getting the big bomb.
I would say your read is spot on. And meanwhile, Narwhal looks to be cleaning up Desert.
All right. This gives us 2 checks. We can see if clearing those 2 red crystals was worth it.
Slowpoke finding his cape.
And you saw some thought there, some hesitation. Do I want it? Do I need it?
I'm on like 9 hearts.
Yeah.
Makes life a little safer. Oh,
there we go.
Shot. 57 minutes 40 seconds. 57 minutes 40 seconds. That is go mode. Wow.
Yeah, this was pretty fast. And then you got you get the nice. Oh, no mirror though. Ooh. Okay, you're gonna be Hera, then you're gonna have to go back to the Dark World to get into GT.
Yeah. But still, you're gonna be entering into GT at 105.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That is mad fast. This is jet. And Narwhal showing off those NMG strats. Narwhal, you've got tempered. Yeah.
All right, let's see what Hera does. Check this chest and probably gonna set up the speed setup for Harapot. I can never get this one.
I've tried it like 4 or 5 times, and with the new bomb
The
strat,
new bomb one, it's so much easier.
yeah, it's unless you can get this first shot, the bomb one's faster too.
But you know, it's one of those things. If that's the way you always do it, you're more comfortable doing it that way. So
This is true. I just I know I won't always have boots. I mean, you will in casual boots, but you know,
right.
there's plenty of seed types that.
No, you're right.
And
All
we're
right.
gonna be Narwhal not heading up towards Skull. Maybe just check the bumper ledge first.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, good. Is making the play towards Skull, but it's gonna Slowpoke's gonna have to give a lot. Ball's got.
Right. And we are seeing some numbers from our tracker and Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna in chat. What that means is that there are 22 checks in Ganon's tower basement to find the big key. Really, only 20. Yeah, 22. And why don't we play a little guessing game and see which check it's going to be, 1 through 22.
Do you have any guesses for us, Hawk?
Oh, literally every time I come, I say 22 because I like the chaos.
I'm gonna go with my standard guess.
What was that, 14?
14. I'll put it in chat. Make it official. One, two. Got a heart and a small key, and it looks like going hope left.
Yeah, they got that small key, and I thought there was a, I thought, maybe go right. Sometimes you get that small key, and people like to do that, but.
Number 3 on the torch, just another small key.
All right, we got 4, 5, 6, and 7 here. Heart. There we go. There's all the hearts.
Ganon was hoarding all the health. Figures if they can't stay alive, they can't make it to.
I mean, that's probably a smart move on his part. Probably smarter than he usually is.
Meanwhile, that is crystal number 5 on the side.
Check number 8 incoming.
So many small keys.
And there's that helpful blue boomerang. Check number 9 is nothing. Oh, well, not nothing. Some rupees. Nothing important. We'll get 10, 11, 12, and 13 here in Rando Room. Ah, there we go.
I was one off. Big Key was
Yep.
number 13. I think I saw 13 and guess. That is Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna hitting it dead on the head.
Look at that. And they got that nice mirror shield.
Yes, indeed. And no mirror. Got to go the long way here to be able to get back up and through. Not something you see all that often. Getting the big key and needing to run. Do we get a swag big chest open? We do. Just the compass.
There we go. Love that fluff check. I mean, you're climbing at 104. That is, I mean, that's, you gotta be feeling good. At least I would, anyways.
Oh yeah, you're climbing this early. That would this is. I mean, if I'm climbing, I don't think I've ever been climbing this early. I'm pretty sure that would be a PB for me. So absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, look at that mirror shield going to work.
So convenient to have a mirror shield.
Yeah, shields are just the best. I don't know why anybody wouldn't like them.
Seriously, I mean, you might want to have. Some people just really flip out when they get those. I mean, but
yeah, shields are just flipping cool, man.
Yeah. It looks like Narwhal's gonna take a dip into Thieves Town here.
Yeah.
Understandable. If it's especially, I don't know if they're gonna beat the whole thing, but I mean, finding the fire rod there, they're one from go, and it's a hunt.
You know, and this is something mentioned, but I've in the past, you know, sometimes you forget that you can just fake flipper to ice. You know, you kind of you get caught up in the seed and you lose the direction of, you know, what you can still do with what glitches you have.
Yeah, it's true. The one thing, honestly, I mean, I totally get that, but I don't want to see flippers here on Narwhal's side, because that might lead them in. They do ice, but then that might lead them into swamp.
Ooh, right, looking for hook shot. Yeah.
Just the front four for Thieves, understandable. Turning it into a fishing overworld.
Let's see, starting at the house. This could be either. If I'm correct, they got both their reds, so they could do Big Bomb first. They could, and I think that is what it looks like they're doing.
Which is the right call. That will put them in go mode. I mean, and still go mode at 108-ish, 109-ish. That's still real fast.
Oh, they just lost their shield.
That like snagging the shield.
That's great. That
great. Like was a snipe.
Mm-hmm. And you know, obviously, yeah, Slowpoke's race to lose. They're on their way to finish it up. But you know, besides that death in Eastern, I think you know, routing wise, I think it's both runners should be proud of this race. You know, made some good calls at both of them, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Very efficiently routed. I mean, Narwhal's here at 108.40 hitting go mode. I mean, there's plenty of seeds. I'd have loved to have been in go mode.
Oh, we get that. Poke fluffed all of those checks all the way up the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Narwhal not realizing that the fake flipper to ice, and then you can just go.
Right.
Because going up and doing the mountain first.
All right, let's see this Aga 2 fight. I think that was 2?
I don't know if one got eaten. We'll see
I
in a
know.
moment. It's hard to tell.
Right. That was an odd angle at the beginning there. They've actually gotten a lot of bad angles. All right, there's
there's
2.
a double. Nice.
Ooh, they must have
recovery.
only gotten 1 on that first one.
Yep. And there we go. Aga 2 down.
1, 2, 2, 1.
There's your logical go mode in Paradox Cave with the flippers.
Oh, they just need to go. They just need to go. They don't need to do all these checks. I want to thank our tracker for putting in the links in there. Make sure you follow our runners, Slowpoke and Narwhal. Deep Fried, I'm Hawk59. Sorcerer Finch, thanks for the doing the tracking and putting that up. And the unsung hero of all these are restreamer Kono Tyran.
Yes, indeed. Making our lives a lot easier.
Okay.
Making it that was.
Okay, Jeff. Yeah, 100221. Okay. I wasn't counting the zeros.
And we are on phase 3 of Ganon already. Buttersword making lives very good.
I mean, that's how you glaze a pig, right?
Glaze a pig with some butter. I like it. Like it. And the arrows in GT.
Get our spins in. Little spin class.
And there's Narwhal showing off the new Harapot setup.
So easy as long as you remember to turn left.
Yep. That means Zoolander could not do that setup.
That's true, yeah. Well, maybe end of the movie Zoolander. Okay, there we go.
Now I'm picturing Zoolander trying to have that just seems like it's even funny.
Well, now I want somebody to make a Zoolander Sprite so I can. Get our GGs in for Slowpoke. 1:12:27 on their timer. Let me check the official race room. 1:12:27. Wow. There we go.
That is a lightning fast time here for casual boots.
Yeah, man. And it looks like we are joined by Slowpoke. GG, Slowpoke.
Thank you very much. Thank you, GG's to everybody.
What a seed, huh? That was pretty jetty.
That was probably a good thing because I should probably get it's one of those things where it's seeds like, hey, you need to get to bed. Here's a jet seed. Go.
Yep. I mean, it was so fast. There wasn't a lot to talk about. What are your thoughts on the seed so far?
Just one of those where seed gave you a little bit to work with, and you just had to run with what they gave you. Like early mire, go for that. I think we had the 1 hour where I can actually at the 1 hour mark is when I can actually touch the mountain.
Yeah, your hook shot was your go mode.
Yeah, you were hook go, and it was, I mean, You routed it so perfectly too. All you had left when you got that hook shot was Hera, so you got to go to the mountain and stay there. So
Yeah, it was nice to just be able to just like, all right, here we go. All right. Oh wait, I need flippers and hook. Cool.
I mean,
I can skip one of those.
right? Yeah, you were climbing GT at 105 or 104. So that is you know, that, and it was an impressive climb. I mean, finished the climb and GT in 7 minutes. So GG's for sure.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was one of those seeds where things just come out Millhouse.
Right. Yep.
So with so much to do, what was your inkling on going Big Bomb before saying dipping any of the other places that Hookshot could have been?
I think my thoughts were pretty much. All right, I think at that point, I think I only had Pig Cave, Lunchbox, Catfish, Spike, and Pen and Thieves at that point. Like, couldn't touch any of the mountain except for Spike Cave, which no. Was getting ready. I was getting ready. It's like, all right, let's go Pyramid, go into Catfish. From there, take care of Thieves Town, Peg and Lunchbox. And other than that, there was nothing else in the world I can actually do. So it's like one of those things where it's like, all right, I could go to these places, but there's nothing, or no places for me to get to.
Right. And you know, reading the seed too, it was giving you everything already, and it gave you those red crystals. You know, that's a good routing choice there. Go to Big Bomb. You know, it leads its way up to Catfish if you need it. So yeah, so it was a good call.
Yeah, one of those calls. It's only a good call because it works.
That's true, but you know, isn't that rando?
That's it, exactly. But yeah, that was definitely one of those fun seeds where it's just all right. Here's everything you need that you need early on. Pet is dead super early, so just go take care of your dungeons.
Right. Yeah, that was you know, as Narwhal finishes up their 7th crystal, it was pretty much the separator. They did a lot more overworld checks, and they took a unfortunate death early in the seed in Eastern, that paused them from getting back there. But yeah.
Yeah, always unfortunate when opponent takes early deaths like that. Just kind of opens things up. But rando gonna rando. I want to say, even though we got red mail, hearts were hard to come by for the first.
Oh yeah.
Minutes or so.
Yeah, you were. I mean, I want to say both the runners. You guys were on, you know, 4 hearts for quite a while.
Yeah, and I definitely was like, all right, we could go to. I know early on I was like, all right, we could go to Meyer, scout that, but we have a full clearable pod, and I kind of don't want to have a Master Sword Vitreous fight without any safety. Oh wait, never mind. There's tempered. We're good.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those seeds where you went every time you needed to go to a clearable crystal. It gave you what you needed for the next one, or at least the one that you know, something that you wanted for the next one. So yeah, it was a solid jet from start to finish. So.
And definitely happy about that. Yeah, like it's almost midnight past my bedtime, but still happy to get this race done. Neo, it's whenever you listen to this, GG's to you. Great race.
Yeah, thanks, Slowpoke. You are free to go to bed.
All right, very much appreciate it. Before I head off, yeah, thank you so much for the restreams, comms, tracking, and everybody that's watching. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Yeah, I'm going to get definitely some bedtime soon.
Go get some rest, Slowpoke. Thanks again for racing.
All right, I appreciate you always.
All
And,
right.
Io doing a little fluffing here, checking for maybe a butter sword, because butter was an iced tea.
Iced tea,
Yep.
and they did not they were in go mode ice, which was so that's something that the path that Slowpoke took gave them the they were still looking for hookshot when they were in ice, so they had to check those checks.
This is very true. We'll see if Nio grabs the key and goes right, because we do know that silvers are somewhere in the town.
Oh, that's right. The only things. So right, Slowpoke didn't check right side, and they didn't check after Ice Armos and Bob, right? So
Pretty much. And of course, our favorite room.
right. That's where it would be, because that's the way it works. But no, they are gonna do Hope left. So
On the bright side, there will be some more health off of space for them. 117 collection rate over on Slowpoke's side. That is a jet.
yeah, wow. I mean,
I've had co-op seeds where I've had a higher collection rate.
yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever gotten a seed like that. Even in like casual, just playing for fun. And Narwhal learning there that the stun prize is a full magic. So since they're the only ones running, I'll mention I am the third member of Smells Like Troll Seed with Narwhal and Mr. Angry Pants, and give them a major shout out. They designed our logo and all of our custom sprites for our league team this year to match. So kudos on that for sure. Definitely the MVP.
That's really cool. I did not realize that. I know Nar had done your logo, but I did not realize that did all the sprites as well. That's really cool.
Yeah. We reached out. They reached out actually to the Nature Link sprite creator, and then they said it was pretty easy, just popping heads onto a naked body.
And Narwhal debating taking your death and going, nah, it's probably faster to run out.
Yeah, there was a moment I'm like, ooh, red mail, and what is that? 13 hearts? Jeez.
See
we gotta get
all fluffs. Yup,
yeah.
We get the compass. Gotta get the compass.
Fantastic. Okay, that makes us all winners, right?
I mean, how often do you actually get to open that chest if it's not an entrance red?
Right. I mean, I don't think you ever do. Maybe in an all dungeon seed.
Yeah, and in all dungeon seed, I've had my ice.
Ooh boy.
And I immediately just mirrored out and finished Turtle Rock. headed back up.
Ooh, almost got through that dash clean, but got that last spike. Both of our runners tonight taking the ferry.
Yeah. I mean, don't have powder. We've got red mail, which is nice, but only one bottle on Narwhal side, so it's... Yeah, sometimes you just say, screw this room, you need a bomb or something.
Right.
Especially when you know your stun prize is magic. Yeah, go ahead and...
That's always frustrating too when you get the when you got sword beams and you know you miss that the sword swing and you're hitting them with the beam and not the sword and it's taking longer than it's supposed to.
Yeah, it takes more hits than it should. There we go. Narwhal getting a boost there from the Beamos.
Says, get out of my room.
It's a Shrek Beamos, get out of my swamp.
That's I like that. Get out of my swamp.
Actually, I don't. Are there any Beamoses in swamp?
Swamp Palace?
Well, that would be the only swamp. Don't believe there are. No.
You know, Swamp Palace. I always thought growing up, I always thought that was a misnomer because Mire is way more of a swamp environment. Mire is definitely more of a swamp biome.
Swamp biome. I would agree with that. So I mean, if that's the case, if you're putting swamp there, and what would you then call Mire?
Well, see that's the problem. That's the problem. Is Mire? You know, a Mire is just another name for swamp. So you're just, you know, it doesn't really. Swamp Palace is a sewer. Yeah, there we go. It should be Sewer Palace.
I like it. Sewer Palace. But then, what do you call the sewers in?
That's why, you know.
And then you have, of course, this is the translation coming over.
That's true.
So then, of course, you're looking at, was this just the best method of translating? Goodness knows there have been plenty of mistranslations of things throughout history that made things worse, better, more interesting.
Yeah. Somebody set up us the bomb. That got me through high school. Anytime I needed to pick me up, all our bases belong to us.
All our bases belong to us.
Launch every zig.
And there we go, Moldorm 2 down.
Whew, making it look, making my heart race a bit. getting so close to that edge. One on that first one. 0 on the second one.
Oh, why are you counting the zeros?
Oh boy.
And 2 on the fourth, so 1002. This sounds familiar. 1. Letting that spin go just a touch early. And
There we go.
Agatude did.
Wait. It was Ganon the whole time?
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Is all your base art belong to him?
Oh, we have fun here.
Absolutely, that's the whole point of this. And it looks like Narwhal's going to grab a potion real quick.
2 potions, maybe.
I think it's just red goo in here, so...
Yep.
So no cape strats, it's all going to be face tanky.
Yeah, red mail, 2 red goos.
Yeah, Narwhal's got this.
Yep. If I do recall, they mentioned that they were running the Hollow Knight MSU pack. Good hook dodge on the first.
On to phase 3.
Yeah, that is the question where the mirror ended up.
Likely it was in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I can see that.
And Narwhal saving the magic, going for the doubles. Ooh.
Silvers were in Ganon's tower, so there were there are 8 checks that we didn't get in GT. Would have been the 9. So it would have been tile room, compass room on the right side. Is that compass room? And the Bob's chest, and then the 3 after Ice Armos. So one of those 9 chests had the silver arrows.
Because this was the rare seed, we actually got to see Big Chest. There we go. I think we're up to 8 hits. I think we just need 4 more.
Yep. They are getting close. There we go.
And the pig is dead. Didn't even need to pop one of those red potions, but it makes you feel a lot safer. Get your GGs in chat for NiobiumNarwhal. Finishing with a time here right around 1:34:39. And we are joined here in the booth by NiobiumNarwhal. GG's.
GG's.
GG's. Jet seed, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it seemed like, you know, we mentioned the Slowpoke. Seemed like the checks were just it wanted to give you everything at the beginning, and then it said, well, maybe not the hook shot.
Yep. And even then, I'm like, should I could use a little more stuff, like overworld versus dungeons. I'm like, feels like I could be going faster if I was a little bit more willing to commit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that was really just the thing that separated you two. You did a few more overworld checks. You also the one difference I think in the routing was with you taking the death in Eastern, you had to catch up back there, and then you went to Hera first before going into Ice. So you go moded Ice, which missed the butter sword that he found in Ice Tea. So
Gotcha.
That, and I think the double dip of Desert.
Right.
Slowpoke had waited for a fire source to go in, but with looking for that Moon Pearl, totally an understandable play off there. Just ended up being a last location of that Moon Pearl, and just needing to play catch up from that, because he went up the mountain considerably faster.
Yeah, I was just hoping to go up there for more than 2 checks.
No, that's totally understandable.
Game just did not want to cooperate with that plan.
Well, you know, GG's on the race. How do you think how do you think the seed was? What do you know, any thoughts you want to add to it?
It was a good seed for me. I think pretty sure that's a personal best for casual boots. Maybe even just open 7 and 7. It's pretty close.
Yeah. That's fast.
So I'm pretty happy with that. That death in Eastern sucked. I was all hype about like, oh, I can finish this. I'm like, ooh, but dark room. But I got this, and then died at the last second.
Yeah, you were so close. You just couldn't find the bottle, I think. Actually, I think you even got the bottle, and I heard the door click.
I opened the door. I just didn't get in the door.
Well, hopefully when that arises next time, you'll have had a little bit more experience with it and be able to get in. But yeah, absolutely was understandable. It's frustrating on 5 hearts, even with red mail. Those Igors, it doesn't matter. It's still doing the full heart of damage to you, and it's a lot to get through.
Yeah, and it doesn't come up too often.
Yeah, but you know, all in all, you know, congrats on the PB. That 134. I think I was saying earlier. I don't think I've had a seed run like this in my, you know, year and a half, 2 years that I've been playing this game. So that was a pretty fast one, and you did a good job with it.
Thanks. And GG's, and thanks all for putting this on.
Yeah, no problem. So thanks everybody. We got the Win tonight for Grouchy Old Men, Slowpoke, with a time of 1:12.27. And Narwhal finishing with a 1:34.39. So GG's Slowpoke, GG's Narwhal. Thanks again to our tracker, Sorcerer Finch, and our restreamer, Kono Tiran. Thanks for coming with me, Deep Fred.
Absolutely. It was a blast. A lot of laughs, a lot of fun. Anytime, you need another co-com, hit me up. I'd be more than happy to do that. It was a bunch of fun common with you here. And GG's to all our runners. And thank you to ALTTPR League for making the channel to be able to have this and show off everybody.
Right. Yep. Definitely. Some other races going on I think Speed Gaming 4, maybe. But anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and we will talk to you all later.